This last question is from Cynthia. I have to find it because Katie kept spamming my wall and now I can't find it anymore. Oh, okay, here it is. She asked me, when did you see Thor for the first time, and did you like Thomas Loki immediately? Slash, when, how did you become a Tom fan? I'm curious about that. Well, let me tell you. I was iffy about Thor. I hadn't read the comics. I was an X-Men person. I'm not a very good X-Men person because, how Tom, in like every video he's ever asked about if he ever read the comics as a child, and he was like, well, I have these like top trumps. Me and my brother had those. Actually, my brother had those. He just shared them with me, meaning he let me look at them. I don't think he ever like played the game he was talking about, but he like looked at them and we knew like all about them. And my brother had a few comics and I read those too. I didn't really get into I was into manga for the longest time, and then I got back into comics when I came to college because a lot of my friends, read comics religiously. So there's that. So I admit I've never read the Thor comics, but I want to start reading them soon. I think I'm gonna download a lot of them over spring break, or buy some, whichever. But there's that. So when I first saw um, the advertisements for Thor, I was kind of iffy because, I knew Thor was a comic book series, but I had forever been in love with Norse mythology, and I was always like, but Thor had red hair and all this stuff. I was really mean about it, and I didn't want to see it at first, and so I didn't go see it in theaters. But eventually, I saw Mimi post about, a gift set of Tom as Loki, and I looked into it. Later, this is after the movie came out on DVD, and I was just like, oh, that looks really cool. Like, it's a really cool, rendition of Loki. He looks like Loki, like to what I imagined Loki to look like when he like guised himself as a human or whatever. I mean, humanoid. God, shut up. And so I went home one weekend, and my dad had bought that in Captain America. And I was like, well, I want to go see Captain America in the theaters. And I was like, we can watch that. And he said, well, why don't we watch Thor? I said, I know how much you love Norse mythology. And I was just like, okay, I'll watch it. And so I did, and I watched it. And let me tell you, it was rocky at first because I kept telling my dad he'd already watched it. And he was watching it with me, and I kept telling him, if that's not a rainbow bridge, I'm gonna kill somebody. And he's like, it's a rainbow bridge. I was like, well, good. And I said if Sleipnir doesn't have, 8 legs, or if Odin isn't riding Sleipnir, I think I'm gonna shit a horse. I'm gonna shit a Sleipnir. And I was like, calm down, Maddie. And there was a ton of other ones, but I can't remember. But then, like, it panned over to Asgard, and I, like, wept. It was so pretty. I didn't really cry. I was like, it was really pretty. And then, Loki came around, and I liked Tom's acting. I really did. And so I started to look into him more, and what really got me, what really made me like him a lot, was the top trumps thing, one. Actually, that's the second thing that made me like him a lot. But the first thing is I saw that video of him talking about the word compassion, and that he majored in classics in college. I was done. I was a fan. I was just like, you've gained me as a fan, sir. And yeah, that's how I started liking Tom. So I guess I liked Loki before I saw the movie because of Mimi posting like a gift set about him. But yeah, I just like him. Yay! Thank you, Cynthia, for your question. I love you.